Hey guys, Nick60 here, coming to you with another Let's Play of Novus Aeterno. First things first, congratulations on the Kickstarter. It was an amazing success, and I'll go over more of that in a minute. Also, welcome new infiltrators. By now you guys should be starting to get your emails to get in, so if you haven't been keeping an eye out on what's going on, I seriously recommend you do. Now, we're going to go over the success of the Kickstarter in a minute, but for people that have not yet seen Novus Aeterno, we're going to do a quick overview of what it is. Novus Aeterno is a massively multiplayer online real-time strategy game. So instead of being one guy running around, a big world to explore and stuff, you are actually sort of doing like a top-down command and conquer type, just for one comparison, game where you control the whole empire, you order your units around, you build factories, you take over planets, and you just run an empire. Now, the big problem that has arisen in the past with any attempt to create a game like this has always been what happens when you log out. Well, Novus Aeterno has solved this with the Empire being smart enough to defend itself within reason from outside attacks. You have a limited AI that you can give commands to and will take care of and will do its best to take care of things when you're gone. It replaces ships that are lost, and maybe it can run a little bit of a trade route for you and stuff. So your empire isn't just a sitting duck once you leave, which that plus the awesome art, which are the first two things I found out about the game, are what attracted me personally in the first place, and it's just grown and been more amazing since. So that's a very, very brief overview of what Novus Aeterno is, and sum up just a small fraction of the unique pieces of it. Now, we're going to find out a lot more as we go over the success of the Kickstarter, which got, I think, over 4,000 backers, which is absolutely and totally amazing. Obviously, they've been funded, but they have also reached a whole slew of stretch goals. They reached the capital ships, which are the big one per empire vessels that, they're almost like the floating Death Stars type vehicle. I say almost. They're not spherical. You get outposts, which can serve as long-range scouts or defense platforms, so you don't have to keep your ships everywhere at the same time, which is a big bonus. We have the Vernus race. Currently, you can only play as humans. The Vernus race has been funded. Which these guys are big, nasty. They're in terms of aggressiveness, they're the low population, high technology type empire that looks down on everyone else. And so they will be added, and they have the big, sleek, powerful ships, but, by comparison, there's less of them than humans. Because, humans are everywhere. We have made colonizing moons. I say we. They have made colonizing moons. So now instead of just dropping down on planets, you can also drop down on moons. So you can expand even further. You have more places to stick your population, to build things. There's also, a lot of them. We have planetary defenses. Originally, Originally, your empire just had the ability to put up a maximum of 2 fortress shields to defend your planets. Which, as long as you log in to check on them and run your empire, they don't run out. If you let them sit forever, without logging in, they will eventually deplete, but it takes forever. And now, we have planetary defenses, which, those don't go anywhere. But they will sit in orbit. I gotta stop doing that. Sorry. They will sit in orbit, and whenever an enemy fleet shows up, they will auto defense alongside any fleet defenses that you have in position. They made Cauldron-born race, which is another race with which to have some fun, and these guys are they're sort of a cybernetic machine race that these guys will focus heavily on drone technology and missiles, as opposed to the heavy guns of the humans. And the backstory for these guys is really cool. And you know what? This video is long enough. We can go over that a little bit more. Basically, they are an artificial former slave race that the Vernus made. And what happened was, when the Vernus and the humans went to war, the Cauldron-born were, the forward cannon fodder, if I remember correctly, that then, upon encountering humans, became fascinated with the concept of free will and creativity. And they rebelled and have since been experimenting with that and become their own empire after overthrowing the Vernus. So, and there's a whole lot more to the backstory that I'm not gonna sit here and just go on and on about, but they're really cool. Whenever they come out, I will probably be switching to them. Fighters and bombers. They were originally knocked out of the schedule because of lack of resources and the fact that they just, were taking up so much just to try to get right. But they have been funded, which means now the resources can be implemented to allow them to work. And these, you won't directly control them. You'll have a ship that's set up like a carrier, and you'll be able to give squadron missions. And, like defensive mission, they'll stay in the area, shoot down missiles and fight in bombers. Assault mission, they'll go out and attack people while you sit back. And scout mission, they'll just fly around looking for people, so on and so forth. Crafting has been made as well. The crafting system is incredibly advanced, and where, you can get easily, in fact, intentionally get to a point where everyone has different technology from each other. And it's set up in such a way that a new player has every bit of chance of getting a piece of technology that a veteran player needs, meaning that they have to trade, since you can't actually give other people the blueprints. And this helps keep things balanced in such a way that veteran players can't just farm the new players coming in. They're stuck having to have some sort of trade agreement if they want those resources, which I think is pretty cool. The Achaean race was skipped for now. They're by skipped, I mean stuck in the bottom of the importance pile, as have ship officers in the Azendi race. However, the ultimate goal of 3D ship bridges has been... Ooh, explosions. I always love the explosions. Tell me that doesn't look pretty. You can see it on the galactic view. Tell me that doesn't look pretty. Anyways, sorry about that. So the 3D ship bridges have also been implemented because Octa Studios, or engineers, have volunteered, basically, said, we'll take care of this for you, you worry about the rest of the stuff. Which is absolutely awesomely amazing, and I recommend everyone go to whatever forums or messaging system they have and say thanks. Like, now. Because, basically, what this is saying is your capital ships each have a bridge. Now, you can go down and walk around the bridge. Or, when this is implemented, you'll be able to walk around the bridge once you've built your capital ship. You will actually be able to stand there and look out the window and see your fleet in real time. Which is, again, absolutely amazing. And you will have the ability to control your empire from the bridge. That's really, 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 really cool. And I am absolutely, totally looking forward to this. Because that's really, really amazing. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So, big thanks to Octa Studios for going ahead with that. And, as you can see, my spam vets are busy harassing some cruisers, I believe. Yay, cheap ships. Anyways, so, huge congratulations on the Kickstarter. Massive success. absolutely amazing. Now, as I said, infiltrators are now on their way in right now to just flood the server, and that's a permanent thing. If you back that infiltrator, congratulations, you get to the infiltrator server permanently. Now, if you still want to have a look at, if you still want to try to maybe upgrade or get some extra stuff or whatever, there is a PayPal option still available. Now, this does not have the Kickstarter tiers on it because the Kickstarter obviously is over. You can't get to Infiltrator anymore. Sorry, you missed it. But there's still some cool stuff to have a look at. They're offering a discounted 1-month premium subscription for $8. And this is, and you can purchase multiples of these. And this is not a breaking the game thing. This is a, when you log out, you have a little bit more options with setting the stuff for your empire. So it's a logistical thing. It's a take care of the empire thing. Or, I guess, give the empire a little bit more ability to take care of itself kind of thing. So it's not really necessary, and the only advantage it provides is helping ensure a bit more of your empire is intact should you be attacked while you're offline. But like I said, the empire still will do its best to defend yourself even without this. So that's not game breaking. That's not balance breaking. You can also get a permanent version of this lifetime subscription for $150, and they have explicitly said that this is pretty much a one-time thing. At the very least, if they do bring it back sometime in the distant future, it's not going to be $150. So, if you're thinking long-time player of the game and have the money to shell out for it, worth considering. Next thing on the list is the Kikarius fleet and their Kraken capital ship. And these guys are not just a reskin of the existing fleet. They are their own thing. They have had their weapon mounts reduced in comparison to the regular fleet, and then they've had extra HP and armor stacked on them, meaning that they're flying tanks, basically. And they also look really cool. Also, there's $25 for the endgame fleet, which is which is a unique skin that you can apply to construction of regular ships. They have the normal stats. It's just a reskin, but they look really cool, and they have like the classic dreadnought from the early videos and the early art in the form of the queen, and they got a really cool design as well. Let's see. And finally, $10 you have the ability, $10 per, you'll be able to terraform a planet into an apocalypse planet. And what this does is this rebalances the stats in the planet. It can't support the same kind of population as a normal planet, but it has a lot more of the raw material needed to improve the mining operations capacity. So it's got a lot more resources and raw material. So, if you need a mining planet, apocalypse planet, terraform, then just mines everywhere. And all of these you can get more than one, because they will be delivered to you by a code that you can enter. So if you want to purchase like 3 Kikarius fleets, you only need 1 for your empire. But then you have 2 more fleets that you can give to your friends, and they'll be able to use the Kikarius fleet. Or I think it's pronounced Kikarius. I just realized I'm probably mispronouncing it. Anyways, so you can do that with all of these: the lifetime subscription, the regular monthly subscriptions, both the fleets, the apocalypse planet, all of those. They're delivered by code, so you can get as many of them as you want, and then either, you know, have a ton of apocalypse planets, or say, here, everyone, take, have some, or, I don't know. Anyway, so that's pretty neat. They've done it that way instead of just linked it to your account. So, as you can see, my capacity to keep fighting is starting to wind down. Unfortunately, I began to have some lag at this point in the game, and that's probably more because of where I live than anything. So, let's see, we've covered the Infiltrator, we've covered the Kickstarter, we've covered the current add-ons. I do not know that there is anything else to go over at the moment. Yeah, oh, there's a Saturday night live stream every week. So, it's at 5 p.m. Eastern. So, you can hop in to check out what's going on if you're not in on it yourself, and they answer questions, interact with the fans and the viewers. They show off new stuff. It's all kinds of stuff, and they've managed to develop a couple of their own memes as well. So, yeah, Saturday night, 5 p.m. Eastern live stream. Let's see now. Oh, for Infiltrators. Thursdays there is a huge brawl where it's just encouraged for everyone to show up and just beat the snot out of each other and see if you can't lag the server in the crashing. Special rewards for anyone who figures out a way to crash the server and then tells them how so they can fix it. And there is more details on that in the Novus Aeterno Infiltrator section of the forums, with timing and what's what and so on and so forth. Let's see. I think I've run out of stuff for the moment, so I guess we'll just I guess I'll probably stop the video here, because it's mostly just me struggling with the lag and trying to keep my fleet going, as well as figure out who to I kind of began to get confused with who I should and shouldn't shoot. Fail. So, yeah, you saw the most exciting parts of the action there earlier. So I guess we'll just cut it off there. So, yeah. Nick60 signing off. See you guys, and fly safe.